Chi Cruz, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, 6 feet tall, 229 pounds. This guy Lozanski, I can tell you, can really move in this business. He's been around about 20 years in the professional wrestling circuit, former amateur champion, doing a lot of his wrestling in the United States, along the eastern seaboard in the last little while. Been here on All-Star Wrestling now about 3 weeks or so. Come up to Vancouver for the summer, and hopefully stick around when the season gets going in full steam in September again, because this man really, I think, has got the potential to be a superstar. He's got a tremendous capability. Mike Lozanski getting thrown around here by Chi Cruz. Looking for a position. Chi Cruz, Mike Lozanski, working his way up to my broadcast location here up on the table, and I mean working his way up very, very slowly, I might add. Not like you normally see a Diamond Timothy Flowers, but you have got one terribly sore right leg.
Sore right leg, I got a broken ankle. But I'll tell you what, Denton, you and your goons, you followed me home last night, 1 block from my house. You guys came out with tire irons and everything else.
Denton did?
Denton.
Dirty Danny Denton?
Dirty Danny Denton.
Well, I'd say he was pretty well named.
Look at my leg, Ed.
Well, I looked a little earlier there, and I can tell you that it's not something you can see too easily here on television.
I'm going in for an operation. I might never wrestle again because my muscles and ligaments might be shot for good. But I'll tell you what, Denton, all the matches we got coming up, anytime, any place, I have a suitable replacement. And I'll tell you one thing, I'll always be at ringside. And remember one thing, you saw what the Frog got with a crutch. Well, I'll tell you what, when they put that cast on my leg, you might be eating that for supper.
You want to tell me who this suitable replacement's going to be, or is that a secret?
That is totally a secret. It's totally a surprise. But I'll tell you what, he can do the job. He's my very, very best friend in the whole wide world, and he's going to squash you like a tomato, you puke. But I'll tell you what, Denton, you and your 6 goons with tire irons, baseball bats, you took your 6, 7 of you with weapons to take me down, and they worked my leg. They worked on my leg and worked on my leg until, as you can see, the black and blue. You can see it. Look at it. It's black and blue and everything. I went to my doctor. He says, Tim, you might never wrestle again. I'm going to a specialist tomorrow, and I'm going to get checked out. But I'll tell you what, Denton, revenge is sweet. And I'm a very patient man, and I'm going to get you. That's all I got to say.
One thing I know about Diamond Timothy Flowers is I've seen him hurt before, and I've seen him get revenge before. And I don't know if I want to be around to watch that.
I'll tell you what, Ed. If they tell me I can't wrestle ever again, as soon as that leg feels good for me, me and Denton will have one last match, and it'll be in a cage. And I'll tell you what, I've never lost a cage match ever, nowhere in the world. And I'll tell you what, I'll walk out.
I appreciate that, Diamond Timothy Flowers. I want to get back to the match we've got at hand here. This Mike Lozanski, of course, has got the ability, certainly, to be another Diamond Timothy Flowers.
Hey, what are you shaking his head for?
You can hear Flowers in the background. Flowers trained Lozanski, but Lozanski doesn't sort of share the same viewpoint on life as Diamond Timothy Flowers. Well, he certainly is a good, clean wrestler. He's got tremendous ability. As I said, I am predicting that this guy Lozanski is going to be one of the superstars of the future. And Chi Cruz trying to turn that around the other way. You can probably hear Flowers in the background yelling at Lozanski, telling him, come on, do what I've trained you to do. Lozanski says there's no way you have to wrestle like that to get championship belts, and he's out to prove it, but it'll take some time to find out whether or not that's true. Almost got referee Nick Randall in the middle of that match once again.
You know what? I taught this guy everything he knows, but not everything I know. All of a sudden, I look over here, and his attitude changed. Here he is shaking hands with an opponent. When you get in the ring to wrestle, it's a one-on-one competition. May the best man win. And Mike Lozanski is the best man. Not taking none from Cruz because he's come a long, long way. But then he changed his attitude too. All of a sudden he's got a big head. He thinks he's a star. He's hanging out with a frog who's nothing but a reptile puke.
Well, you can see Diamond Timothy Flowers, I think, has a bit of a chip on his shoulder, and you know who's put it there? Mr. Denton. And I can tell you that that's going to spread. I know this. I've seen this thing brewing for some time.
But Ed, 7 of them with weapons to take me down. Would you call that men? I don't call that men.
They really was 7 of them.
It was Denton and 6 of his buddies. They had bats, tire irons, whatever they had. They beat on my leg and beat on my leg. I got a broken ankle. I'm going to have to go in for surgery. I might never wrestle again.
Now, you know, of course, I'm going to ask Denton his side of the story, right?
Denton lying, you know it.
Yeah, he might.
You know he will.
But you're telling me the total truth, huh?
Look at my leg.
Well, I can see your leg. I can see your leg. That's the 7 I was questioning. I wasn't questioning that was Denton.
Right here. Was I not scheduled to wrestle
Yes,
tonight?
you were. No question.
Okay. And you know Tim Flowers backs down from no match. Whether it was King Kong Bundy, Joe Cagle, my cousin, my brother, nobody. And especially Dirty Danny Denton. And like I said, oh, look at this. A small cradle. He's got him.
He's got him.
Hey, good move. Good move.
1, 2, 3, and it's all over. Cruz. Cruz over Mike Lozanski.